Good Tuesday morning, everybody. We are back at that mowing job with the mega mower done yesterday. Got the mulcher hook back up. Had to do a little TLC on the machine after that job. She was a mess. So we are back out on a little more. We're doing two jobs today, so it's going to be a kind of a 2-for-1. We're out here on a job for landscaper Greg. We got a small little side yard to do, and then we're going to go do a small, about half-acre clear cut, taking down some really juvenile volunteer pines for like an equipment yard. So let's take a look at what we got, and we'll get to grinding. All right, here's what we got here. So I got the ASV with the preen-off head, and somebody asked in the comments where the TMC heads were. I still have them. I'm still using them just for some of the jobs lately that I've been needing the preen-off for, because it's just a little bit smaller of a head. Works some tight areas a little bit better, so I've been using it, but I still got those. Got some jobs coming up for those, so stay tuned. I've got to change out the teeth. I'm going to take the one that doesn't have a door. I'm putting brand new teeth on it, and then the teeth that are on that one, that's the TWFL, the one that doesn't have a door, they're about half worn. I'm going to take those and put those on the TWF, the one with the door, because the teeth that are on the TWF are shot. So I've been using the TWFL, the one that doesn't have a door, more than I've been using the one with the door lately. So the ones that are half worn will be fine for the one that has the door, and then I want new teeth on the one that doesn't have a door. So I hope that makes sense. So what we're doing in here, we're going to come through, just kind of trim back these little wax myrtles here, clean up this right side line through here. We'll take down that little tree there, just clean up all this through here, clean up all this through here. Take down that little gum right there next to that big gum, and then we're going to kind of come in here, clean out these gums. There's a stump in there, there's another stump in the back. Just clean out some of these gums that are next to this azalea, clean this up, grind that stump, just kind of beautify this. And then there's a pile in the back, we're going to grind that up as well. So that's what we've got to do. So let's get to grinding. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think that's pretty much everything they wanted gone. I got those stumps in there around those azaleas that were sprouting all those gum trees and whatnot in there. So got that cleaned up, and yeah, that should work. So Greg's guys will come back in here, they'll kind of just clean everything up and tidy it up, get that mulch pile up, and I guess they'll lay down some seed or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they'll get it looking good. That's what they do. So all right, we are on to the next job. I'm having a little bit of issues with the machine here on the hydraulic side. Oh, it's always something. So ran the brush cutter yesterday. I unhooked the pre-noth, didn't have any issues with that, and then hooked the pre-noth back up, and now I've got oil leaking out of this female here, and I went and replaced it. So I thought the other female had gone bad, so I went, the hydraulic shop was just a few miles down the road, went and got a new hydraulic coupler, replaced it, and hooked everything back up. It was still leaking, and then I rerouted the lines to see if that was the issue. Still leaking. No, not as bad as the other one was. The other one was pouring oil. This one's more just kind of seeping it, so I don't know what's going on here, but we got to figure it out. I'm gonna take a look at it for a minute. We'll see if we can't figure out something with this before we go to the next job. Okay, we fixed that problem, the leaky leak problem. So I thought it was the female, and it still could have been the female, but I went and I replaced the female first. It was still leaking, so I rerouted the lines, still leaking. So I figured process of elimination, the only thing it could be was the male. So I came over here to my friends over here at Carolina Hydraulic Hose. Great people, by the way. If you're in Horry County, you need a hydraulic hose or a cylinder repack, they're awesome. They have a really cool YouTube channel too. Really informative, so check them out on YouTube. It is it's Carolina Hydraulic Hose is on YouTube. Anyway, so I had to pull the K-strain line off, pull that off, and then we got the male off. I almost wasn't able to break it, but I got it. Pulled it off, gushed oil everywhere, but is what it is. Got a new male on there, and I just cranked the mulcher up real quick and ran it for a second and tilted the head up and down. No leaky leaks, so we're good to go. So let's go see about this clear cut job and try to get that done for the day and get this thing dropped off on the job we're doing tomorrow. And I got to put some hydraulic oil in this thing. All right, here's the second project for today. So got a client. Oh, let's get that off of there. Come here, sticks. Ah. Get off of there. All right, so he wants to turn this into like an equipment parking area here. So he came in through with a skid steer and just kind of outlined the area, kind of made me a trail all the way around. So looks like we're going in right here, and we're gonna just, this is all just a bunch of little volunteer pines. I gotta try to kind of have to figure this out. Not really sure. He gave me a map, but no, he wants to keep some of this for privacy. So I'm just gonna kind of follow these trails a little bit, and we'll just kind of figure it out from there, off the map. So let's just see what this looks like. Once I get the area mapped out, the block that he wants done, we'll mow all this down and open it up in the middle, and that'll be that. Okay, that's the job. We're done. So just got this nice little square area mulched out. They've got the privacy line from the road, which is nice. So all this works out pretty good, and they're going to come in here and just cover this over with fabric and put down base. And there's not enough, you know, mulch here. You cover this with fabric and put 4 or 6 inches of base on it, it's, you know, no big deal. So they're not building anything out here that I know of. They're just using this as a staging yard. So he asked me what I thought he should do, and I said just put down some fabric and throw some base over it. And they do erosion work, so they're very familiar with fabric and all that stuff. So I was like, yeah, just cover this with fabric and put down a bunch of base rock and you'll be just fine. The trees in here aren't big enough for to have settling issues with the stumps. They're not big enough to have problems with that. They're just little old pines. And they really weren't even that close together. You know, in some areas there hardly wasn't even any pines. It's just like weeds and stuff. So, but yeah, that looks pretty good. All nice and flat. Prenock did a good job. 120 did a good job. It's really dusty in here, so I'm gonna get the old girl cleaned up, and then we're going to another job to drop her off so we can get started on that tomorrow. So got 2 projects done today. I'm happy with that. Got a lot of stuff on the books right now for projects that need to be done. So a lot of stuff coming up, some very interesting projects, a lot of mulching work. So stay tuned for all of that. And I'm gonna get this old girl cleaned up and loaded up, and she'll be going in for the 2,000-hour service here soon. So it's got to be done. I ordered the parts on Friday. Just the filter kit for the 1,000-hour service on this, just filters, no fluids, no oils or anything, just the filters, was $900 and some. It was just shy of $1,000. So but hey, what can you do? That's heavy equipment, that's mulching. So people always ask, you charge how much an hour? Like, yeah, I mean, this stuff's not cheap. You know, a set of teeth for that thing's $1,000. The filter kit for that thing's $1,000. Just the oil change kit's like $400, and that doesn't include the oil. So, all right, this looks good. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think the client will be too, so he'll be by later to look at it. So let's hop to and get out of here. I'll check you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.